Hey scholars, welcome back to class. I hope you guys enjoyed your break. I'm going to shoot this video a little earlier so you guys have a chance to look at it before we even come back. I'll let your parents know over the group text as well. All right, so we're going to start with ELA, and what we're going to do is we're going to look at vocabulary words. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to look at some words to know. So the first word we're going to look at is adult. My father is an adult. See? So this girl is saying her father is an adult. So an adult is a person or animal who is fully grown. Now, I want you to think about it. What is the opposite of an adult? What is the opposite of an adult? It is a child. A child is the opposite of adult, like you guys are. All right, alive. I water the flowers to keep them alive. Why do flowers need water? They need water to be able to conduct their photosynthesis, where they absorb light and they create oxygen, and then they grow. If someone or something is alive, it is living. That's kind of funny because it sounds the same, but yeah, if you're alive, you are living, you are breathing. Even plants breathe. How can you tell that a plant is alive? You can tell a plant is alive because it is green, it looks like it's not dried out, and it just looks like it's doing well. All right, covered. Polar bears are covered with thick white fur. Covered means something is all over something. So if you're covered in a blanket, that means you have a blanket all around you. What are birds covered with? It's not hair, right? Birds are not covered with hair. They're covered with feathers. Fur. My kitten has fur that is soft and fluffy. Fur. Sleepy's actually sleeping right on me. He's covered in fur too. He has fur too. Fur is the hair that animals have. What are some other animals that have fur? Dogs. Dogs have fur. Beavers have fur. Lions have fur. Wolves have fur. Even humans have fur, you know, our hair. Our hair is kind of like fur. All right. Giant. That giant tree is taller than my house. That looks like a redwood tree. Those things are huge. It makes that house look tiny. It makes it look like a toy house. Oops, wrong button. Something that is giant is very large. So what is the most giant thing you have ever seen? Now, what I want you to do is go to your accountability notebook or go on a Zoom, and I want you to answer what is the most giant thing you have ever seen. Go ahead and pause the video while you write that down and resume it after you are finished. I'm going to start again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Groom. I use a brush to groom my horse each day. When animals groom each other, they clean each other. So mother cats groom their children by licking their fur. What is another word for groom? Well, it even says it in here, clean. Clean is another word for groom. Mammal. A mammal has fur or hair and breathes air. Very important. They have to breathe air, and they have to have fur or hair. And they're usually, if not always, warm-blooded. A mammal is any warm-blooded animal that feeds milk to its babies. Describe a mammal you know about. So I know a cat. A cat's a mammal. It has hair. It's warm to the touch. It's warm-blooded. And mother cats feed milk to their babies. Offspring. At the zoo, we saw a mother rabbit with 2 offspring. Offspring are the children or young of people or animals. What is the name of an offspring of a dog? A puppy. You guys know that. Stephen has puppies. All right, so that's going to be it for vocabulary. Now I'm going to go to the next part, which is our high frequency words. So I'm going to go ahead and open my iPad and share it. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to share my screen. I have to download a plugin, so that's going to take a couple seconds. Okay, now it should work. Any second, there we go. So now we're going to talk about high frequency words that you will see in certain situations. So we're going to be talking about these a lot in class. We're going to do a lot of assignments related, oh, not high school, high frequency words. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sound them out and spell them and tell you what they are. Number 1 is chop, ch-op. Notice there is a digraph. A digraph is when 2 words make one sound, chop. Number 2 is catch, k-atch, k-atch. Notice that this makes one sound. It makes ch. We don't say cat, cat-ch. We say catch. Number 3, shape, sh-ape. Notice we have another digraph. Shh. The SH makes a sh sound. Sh-ape. Trash. T-r-ash. Trash. Notice we have another digraph. Shh. Phone. Oh, we have another digraph. The PH makes a sound, like phone. That. Notice we have another digraph. The TH makes a sound. The TH can also make a sound like in thermos, but for this case, it's going to be that, the sound. And you know the difference because with your vocal cords will vibrate. Sting. Sting. This one is a blend. We have a blend here. St. So instead of saying st, we say st. Sting. Thin. thin, like thin crust pizza. Notice the TH is different than that. It is thin. With thin, your vocal cords do not vibrate. You just say instead of Bring. Bring. We have a blend here because you can hear the two sounds, but they're connected. Brr, brr, bring. Number 10. Wow. Wow. What? The W and the H make the W sound. What? Wow. Wow. So that is a digraph. Number 11. Place. Place. Notice. Pull. Pull. That is a blend. And the C is making an S sound. Place. Number 12. This is a word we saw last time, but that was like 3 weeks ago. Badge. Notice. Badge. That makes a J sound. We don't say badge. It's badge. All right. Oops. All right. Number 13. 7. This word's important to know because it's a number. So then. It's spelled pretty close to phonetically because we got the s, v, n. So you could sound that one out. Isn't. Isn't. Notice the little apostrophe right here? Isn't is a contraction for is not. So what we did was we combined the I, S, and N. We took out the O, added an apostrophe and a T. This is shorthand. It's a shortcut for is not. 15. Early. I wake up early in the morning to get to school. So notice the A is silent. The E and the A combine to make the same sound. Early, early. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and check that off the list. So we did this and we did this. Now we're going to build background into our next unit. We're going to build background into our next unit, which is about baby animals. You notice a lot of our vocab words were about animals, right? So now we're going to build background on baby animals. That wasn't what I wanted to open. I wanted to open this one. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen in 1 second while we look at baby animals. Okay. Oh, actually, no, I can't share like that because I have to share my screen. There we go. All right, so we have baby animals. So let's look at this. Essential question, how are offspring like their parents? How are offspring like their parents? So let's look at the photograph of the penguins with their children. What do the baby penguin and the mother share? Well, they both have some sort of white fur somewhere. They both have beaks. They both have eyes. They both have flippers. They both have fur. And penguins have layers of fat to keep them warm in a cold home. So these penguins have a lot of fat on them to keep them warm because they live in the cold all year long. these adult penguins and the baby penguins both have hair or fur, and they give birth live. And then they feed their youngs milk. Where do baby birds come from? Well, baby birds come from eggs, so they do not have the characteristics of mammals because baby birds are born from eggs. They have fur. All right. Let's see if there's a little... Okay, there we go. All right, what I want you to do is, for your next question, I want you to draw a baby animal. I want you to draw a baby animal. All right, so go ahead and pause the video. And after you draw your baby animal, I want you to start the video back up. Okay. All right, now we're going to go to our next part, which is going to be some high frequency words. This is the second to last thing we're going to be doing. There we go. Okay, high frequency words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some sentence frames with you guys with these high frequency words. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We're going to look at some sentences. So we have a lot of words here. These, Fred, he, will, are, made, ate, learn, my, two, best, pictures, play, blue, at, school, ball, pants, and a period. So I'm going to start with the top one. These will, these are, or these made. These will and these are will both work, so I'm going to pick these will. These will ate, these will learn, or these will my. Well, my doesn't work. Ate doesn't work, so it would be learn. These will learn to, these will learn best, or these will learn pictures. Well, they all work, but pictures is the funkiest one. That one might not work as well with what we have after. So these will learn to. That one makes the most sense to me. So we'll pick that one. These will learn to play. These will learn blue, or to blue, or these will learn to at. Well, the only one that will work is play because the other ones do not work. These will learn to play school. These will learn to play ball, or these will learn to play pants. Well, ball is the only one that really makes sense, so we'll pick that one. And a period. All right, the next one. So let's not use these again. Let's use Fred. Fred will, Fred are, or Fred made. Fred will works. Fred made works, but Fred are doesn't work because Fred is a single. So it would be Fred is if we had one. Fred will. So what will Fred do? Will Fred eat? Will Fred learn? Or will Fred my? Fred will learn. Fred will learn to. Fred will learn best, or Fred will learn pictures. Well, Fred will learn best makes the most sense to me, but to also works very well. Fred will learn best play, Fred will learn best blue, or Fred will learn best at. At Fred will learn best at school, Fred will learn best at ball, or Fred will learn best at pants. Well, school's the only one that makes sense. All right, cool. So we're also going to do some of this in class too. So I'm going to stop here for the sake of the video's length. And let's go ahead and look at the next part. And this is going to be our last part, and it's going to be our grammar with plural nouns. All right, so I have my plural nouns up. Now what I want to talk about is a singular noun is a person, one person, place, or thing. A plural noun names more than one person, place, or thing. So for example, Jack walked the dog. Let me see if I can pull up. No, it's not going to let me. Okay. So I'll just put this back up. All right. Jack walked the dog. Now, we have Jack walked the dog, but we also have Jack walked two dogs. Oh, I could actually do that right here. All right. So down here we have Jake walked the dog, and Jake walked two dogs. Which one would be the plural? Well, it would be the one with the two dogs, because you notice how there's two dogs here. So dogs is a plural noun, while dog is a singular noun. Okay, cool. All right, now I'm going to move this back. So the first sentence uses the word dog, which means one dog. In the second sentence, an S is added to the end of dog, making it dogs. When S or ES is added to the end of a noun, it makes the word mean more than one. The word dogs is a plural noun. It means more than one dog. We can use context clues to help us know whether a noun is singular or plural. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this right here, this little exercise. Okay. I guess this is all there is, or do I need to zoom out? Okay, I needed to zoom out a little bit. So a plural noun names more than one person, place, or thing. Most nouns add S or ES to make their plural form. But some nouns make their own plural form. They change their spelling. So for example, foot turns to feet. So we don't say foots, we say feet. Child turns to children. So instead of childs, we say children. Woman turns to women, which if you look, man turns to men. So those ones have the same spelling change. Tooth turns to teeth, and mouse turns to mice. So you see where there's an S at the end? Sometimes when there's an S at the end, it makes a change to an I instead of another S. Or when there's a double O, instead of a double O, we change it to a double E. So 3, blank took a hike to the woods. So if we had child, what would we change it to? We would change it to children. 2, blank led the hike. So instead of woman, it would be women. So WOMEN. 4, blank were in the group. So man would turn into men. The hike hurt their foot. But instead of foot, we can say feet. And they found 2 baby blank. The blank is mouse. Would it be 2 baby mouses or 2 baby mice? 2 baby mice. All right, let's write an example sentence together, and then I'm going to have you try one yourself. All right, so tooth. So my example sentence for tooth would be, I lost 3 teeth last year. I lost 3 teeth last year. Very good. Now I want you to think about child. How could you make child into a plural? And don't worry, we're going to go over this in class too. This is just a starter piece. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to stop my share. And this is our first lesson coming back, and I hope you have a good day. We'll see you soon. Bye.